Hello everyone, I'm Jim Longworth and welcome to another edition of Triad Today. Coming up later on, our infamous roundtable gets together. We'll see what kind of controversies they get into. But between now and then, some great guests and important information coming your way, including we'll have a visit from one of our area mayors. So stay tuned for that. A lot to do. But first, we're going to start out talking about kids and Kids for Kids Triathlon. It's a big event coming up. We're going to find out more about it from three very special guests. On my right, our good buddy, David Daggett, an attorney with Daggett Shuler. He and his partner, Griff, have brought along their own special guest. Jade Costin, among other things, is owner of Chick-fil-A Thruway. He's very active in a lot of the triathlon events, and as David Daggett reminded me off camera, he's the #1 triathlete in the area. And of course, Griff Shuler, who is a legend in his own in his own time.
Yeah, definitely on mine.
A great soccer player in your time at the university. So we have great athletes here with us, including not me. All right, now guys, I want to start with Jade. Lori Bates, our director. I want to go in the middle to Jade first. You're active in supporting all these events, but that also includes one that took place last week. Before we get to the big one coming up, what was last week, quickly?
Sure. Last week was the first annual Smiley Triathlon, and it was a tribute to Richard Smiley, who was a great fitness advocate in our community, really the mentor to a lot of us triathletes in town on health and fitness, and he was just a great contributor to the community.
That's just great. Now, will that become an annual event?
Absolutely. We had we felt like we had some smashing success pulling that triathlon off, and we're definitely going to do it again.
These two guys did it. It was a huge success.
Really. Let's talk about another success coming up, the Kids for Kids Triathlon. I want to learn all about that. Still with Jade first. Let me go back to Jade. What is it, very briefly, and who can participate?
Sure. Kids for Kids Triathlon is open to any child age 7 to 14. We've got multiple divisions. It's really, to be honest, Jim, it's the premier kids triathlon in the state of North Carolina.
Well, David, what will you be doing at this thing?
So, Griff and I are the title sponsors, and I am the MC, the voice, the announcer of the event, and it's my favorite event of the year. I mean, it is a ball watching these young kids.
Griff, why is this good for kids, and why is it good for the community?
Well, it introduces them to the active fitness lifestyle. It's interesting, Jim, because all three of our kids have done it in the past. And to see them accomplish this and to be around their friends and be able to do it with their parents looking on and everything, it's such a great environment, and it's one that really encourages the kids to come back and do it the next year. And it's just a great event all the way around.
Jade, let me ask a stupid question. I want to understand, because there's got to be some kind of proceeds involved in this thing. So how is money collected? How is it raised? Where do the proceeds go? So help me understand that.
Sure. Very simply, Kids for Kids Triathlon seeks sponsors. So Daggett Shuler, Chick-fil-A Thruway, some of the title sponsors are contributing money. Then there's also an entry fee. But what's unique about the Kids for Kids race is over the last 17 years, approximately $125,000 has been given back to local community charities.
Kids charities.
Kids charities.
Kids charities, yes.
That's just amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask David a quick follow-up here in just a second, but before we run out of time, I want to make sure we get this up on screen and spend some time with this. I want to remind everybody what we're talking about. Kids for Kids Triathlon, Saturday, July 13th, right?
That's correct.
8 a.m. It's at Brookberry Farm. For information, what Jade and Dave and Griff would like you to do is go to kidsforkidstriathlon.com. I'll say it again for the WSJS radio listening audience. Kidsforkidstriathlon.com, and also please visit the Daggett Shuler website, which is up on screen for all sorts of information. What a great group, DaggettShulerLaw.com, 724-1234. David Daggett, why do you and Griff and your team support things like this?
Well, healthy fitness activities in a safe environment that involves the community is good for all of us. It's good for building community, it's good for building health and fitness, and it's good for the future, particularly the Kids for Kids. We're building the future, I think, which helps us all.
And Jade, again, quickly, it's what ages to what ages?
7 to 14. So there's a 7 to 10-year-old division and then an 11 to 14-year-old.
So the 7-year-olds aren't going to be competing against the 14-year-olds.
Correct. That's why it's a division.
And it's shorter as well.
Correct.
The run is short. The events are 3 events, and it's what, biking, swimming?
So 7 to 10 is a 100-yard swim, a 3.1-mile bike, a 0.6 run, and then the 11 to 14 is twice that, so it's 2 loops.
That's just great what you all do. Jade, now if I came to one of your other events, what if I didn't want to participate? What if I just wanted to stay at the finish line and eat Chick-fil-A sandwiches? Would that be all right?
That would be well accepted.
But we have lots of family, friends, spectators, community members who do come out.
And watch and support.
Absolutely.
And donate. You guys are great, seriously. Thanks for everything you do. All right, we'll be right back after this.